Right, so UE,
Yeah.
another year,
Yeah.
everybody's watching lectures.
Yeah.
We're sitting here and we have a 360 camera and Ted's having photographs taken over there.
Yeah.
So,
Hello.
hello. So our brains aren't exactly working 100% right now. We're both stone cold sober, scarily sober.
Yes.
Yes.
But also quite tired.
Yeah, we were very tired yesterday. It was, of course, we broke the train on the way here.
We broke the train.
Yes.
I don't think us personally broke the train, but I think maybe the train broke itself, but it was broken.
Yeah.
We couldn't, they dropped us off in the middle of nowhere
Yeah.
and say, you take the next train. And there was the next train.
Yes, they just kept on going past, and we were getting a little tiny bit concerned at that point. But we got here in the end.
Yeah.
Yes. But so, I already know the answer to this, but lecture there, how do you reckon it went?
It went okay. There was some hilarious errors in it, which was funny.
Yes.
But based on the amount of planning we did, it went spectacular.
Yeah.
Which means there was very short to no planning. But hey. Yeah. Interesting questions.
Yeah.
Sorry I had no answers.
Well, I think it's always interesting when you see people who are responsible for other render engines in the room, because obviously everybody's got to keep an eye on everybody else, but also I'm imagining there's got to be a certain amount of interplay, especially from your side, because it's got to work with Chrome, it's got to work with V-Ray, it's got to, and stuff like that. So it's got to be interesting, that point of view, that having to always bear in mind that not just what you're doing right now, but what other people may do further down the line.
Yeah, we have a lot of communication with all the rendering vendors all the time, so I have a lot on the speed dial. No, not really. I chat with him once in a while.
Yeah. Well, I think it's one of the things that has always made Matt strong is the fact that a lot of, for want of a better word, a lot of key people do have contact with each other, or can do should they feel the need to.
Yes.
And it's very inclusive. It's not exclusive, and people aren't going, no, fuck off, I'm not talking to you. Everybody talks to everybody else, and usually somebody has a solution. And historically, usually years ago, there wasn't a solution. It was usually Bobo that had the solution, who had done it about 6 years previously.
That is true.
Yeah, but I think that's one of the things that makes community stronger than some other ones where it's exclusive, not inclusive. So what do you see for the future? I'm not going to say maths, that's unfair, because I know what you know, and there's things you can't say. So okay, future of 3D, 5 years from now.
I think we need to go into 4D.
Well,
5D.
You remember
3D
my
is
idea
getting
for
old.
n-dimensional software?
Yeah.
I think I mean
This 3D thing is getting old. We totally need to skip over to let's go for 6D. Why not? It's great. 3 or 9D. That's 3 cubed. 3 raised to the power of 3. That'll be awesome.
I do remember trying to explain to my son, Kieran, he's 11 now, the concept of n dimensions and the 5-dimensional shape. And how there's only one that I know of representation of a 5-dimensional shape in a 3-dimensional universe. And it's interesting because to a child it's like, okay, that makes sense. And then you try to explain to an adult with pre-built conceptions and they're like, nah, that's got to be wrong. I think children are more, but again, it's like when you grew up and I grew up, what we do now didn't exist.
No.
And these kids are now growing up and they don't remember a time, there was never a time without computers and technology. It's like young Kyle, who lives not far from me, he started doing 3D at the age of 14. And he's now, I think, he's at 19, 20, something like that, and he's getting to be a hell of an artist. And he's got decades head start, his entire generation, on all of us. I think the time will come when we'll turn around, hopefully as old men, and they won't believe half the things that we have to do just to do something as simple as
Back in my day, computers didn't do blah-de-blah.
you had to create your own lights and put your own black body shader on these things.
I built my own graphics cards.
Yeah, that's right, you did, yeah. But,
Back in the day, children, we didn't have pixels.
it actually makes me wonder about, there was a technology, this is going back about 15 years or more, that was, instead of pixels, it was like an ovoid shape instead of the pixels. And it always made me wonder where that technology was. It never seemed to get past the patent stage and the demo stage, and then it just vanished. And it was very promising. But seeing that there's a lot of technology that just vanishes, you know, for good. A lot of applications that vanish.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Less said about that, the better.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm not known for my technical diplomacy, but yeah, I think, you know, I remember, probably if we were sitting about this, around this area, the first year I did EUE, 2009, and at the time I came in fairly cool. It was the first time I'd lectured anywhere, and it was really weird coming from living in the middle of nowhere, which you can relate to, you know, and then suddenly all these people at the time wanted to ask questions. And I think we ended up hiding behind the fruit machine or something.
Yeah.
For something. I just need to chill out.
I have
for
a
bit.
picture of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we've both aged.
Yeah, we're still sitting. The fruit machine is gone. Actually.
It is. It's gone now. Huh. They used to have a grand piano as well, didn't they? And now they don't.
Yes.
Yeah, because I remember Mikhail playing it one year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's always, it's good because you see common faces each time. You know, I haven't been here since I think it was 2013, it might have been somewhere around there. But you come and you still see the same faces, and you know exactly where somebody's going to be sitting. You know who's going to be. The usual suspects will always be outside the smoking area. You know, we always know that the Wednesday night cafe dessert is going to be messy. Some years messier than others.
Yes.
But at least said about that, the better.
Most certainly, yes.
Yes. But yes, so what do you reckon? Next year we do a double-headed lecture. And we make it up as we go along with a basic framework.
Might work.
Yeah? Well, the crazy Swede and the crazy Englishman, that's... Yeah. I think it would work. You might have a nervous breakdown in the process.
Might be hard to sell in the idea on our side, but we'll see what we can do.
I think he'd say yes. If we buy him enough alcohol, he'd say yes. Anyway, right, let's wind this up. There you go. Less of an interview, more of a chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we're going to get on and sit here and do nothing now and relax.
Actually, I'm going to go check out Vlado's talk, which I need to leave now.
Yes,
so,
yes.
yeah.
Right, bye-bye.
Yeah.